What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another SGN Hub video. I got my boys Smoking Jay and Quasi with me. I am Salty Sniper, as you guys know. And here today, we are going to talk a little bit more about 11v11 gameplay and what that could actually mean. So, I'm going to throw it right to Quasi first.
Ooh. 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 Off the field, coach.
See what he's got to say on the whole thing.
All right. Okay, so listen, this peep game, y'all. So we did some research. Me and the old man did. Well, more the old man. He just gave it to me, and I said I did it. Gridiron football. Okay. Gridiron football is a 7v7 game, right? I'm correct,
Yes.
right? It's all
Yes.
user based. You cannot no computer in the game at all that I know of, right? Unless you play offline. I don't think you can even do that.
No, it's no.
It's all competitive, all comp, baby,
Yes.
all the time. So, we were asking last time, is it even feasible to get this many people on there and the internet be sustainable and all this other stuff? All you gotta do is go to your friendly neighborhood Steam library, or store, sorry, and type in Gridiron and look. And it's one of the most unique, I want to say unique games of football.
It looks fun.
I
It
remember-
looks fun as hell.
It does.
Looks fun as hell, and it shows that this can be done because you have in the game you have your 3 down linemen,
Yes, you do.
you have your quarterback,
Yep.
running back,
And 2 wide receivers, right?
and 2 wide receivers. And what's unique about the game is like you watch the video, they should have a little tutorial that shows you how to pass the ball, but catching's different. All you have to do is basically get in the vicinity of the game. Like this game's gone through iterations. I believe originally it was released back in July of 2020
Yes.
during the pandemic.
It's this old one. No, an ancient, but an old one.
Yeah, and it's still an early access game, so they've been tweaking it, and you can see the development of it to where it has gone from where before it didn't show you where the ball was tracked. If you were a wide receiver and they threw the ball, you're seeing it come at you, but there was no indicator where the ball was going to land.
No ball trail.
Since then they've updated that. It has a ball trail and it also has an indicator on the ground of where the area the ball is going.
Oh.
But it just looks like hella fun, and this is for all the naysayers out there that says that this can't be done. It can be done.
Don't say it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I saw it happen.
Yeah, I saw it happen. It even has the block. Like if you see how blocks transpire, like a blocker, like a red shield appears in front of them, and then get in front of somebody. The tackling, you just get close to somebody and you like just throw your body at them. And,
All
like,
physics.
And it's all physics. Like it has some silly ragdoll effects. But once again, it shows that this is possible.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna throw it back here, Jay. I'm gonna throw this way back. If you cast your mind back to maybe 4 months ago, if that, we made a video idea about defensive camera ideas, how we would do the cameras. And if you look at the Gridiron game, what do you know? It's got the exact camera right in the right position.
Yeah,
And I had to say something about that.
Well, and it goes perfectly because you're constantly going in the same direction. Like maybe it's a chance for me to get this through so people understand what I'm saying. When you play football, you're always going forward.
Every
In
time.
Madden, when you play Madden on offense, you're going forward. All of a sudden, when you're playing defense, you're not moving forward anymore. You're literally moving towards yourself. And it's so refreshing to see that in this game, Gridiron, which I'm looking forward to seeing this game when it's finally done and polished, like 7v7. And even if you want to, check out some vids on YouTube with people playing this game in this early access state, having a blast.
It's free, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Yes, I
Yes.
recommend it. I just had to throw that in there, a little, Easter egg for all the fans out there. But I truly believe this looks like a fun game. This literally, they can work together with Gridiron, or at least get some ideas bounce them off each other, because 7v7 is not too far from 11v11. So,
It's only 4 away.
4 away.
It's only 2 tackles and 2 tight ends away.
Just need them offensive linemen that tight end.
No, but it goes further into a game that you guys were talking about earlier. And I always like to bring it back to this. is 2K.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
With what, once again, with what 2K does with their game, and it, as long as the gameplay's there, it's solid, it's fun, it's enjoyable, which I 100% believe this game is going to be. It's marketable and it's viable, But let me ask you guys this, since you guys are the 2K heads. How hard is it to queue up and find a game of 5v5 in 2K?
Well, it depends. Are you talking about just quick play, or are you talking about
like creative player, creative player
yeah.
rec? Which
yeah, like quick play.
Quick play, I feel like it's super quick.
Real quick.
Just with 5 random. See, because the only difference that I see is in basketball, it's not saying just an individual sport. You can kind of like run around the court and do your own thing, and you can't mess up the game too bad. But in football, I think what everybody's problem is with the line.
And you know what's funny is that all the glamour positions like wide receivers and running backs and quarterbacks, everybody wants to be. But I'm gonna tell you what, right now, if you are a good lineman, either side of the ball, you are a quarterback's or a coach's best friend. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I think that's the only, like, the offensive side. I think playing defensive tackle, that's a blast. I
edge
think
rusher.
Playing a defense edge rusher, that's a blast. What's not a blast, and the mechanics have to be fun. They have to make it some kind of like little
mini game or something. Yep.
Yeah, like center. Like, hey man, we need a center.
Listen, look, a former tight end myself, and to be a lineman, you couldn't pay me enough money in real life to be a lineman. Not only do you got to block all the big boys from coming to, but then everybody falls on you.
Plus, you were a tight end?
Yeah.
Holy crap! So you were on the line with 5 other guys.
5 other guys. It was my first experience with 5 guys, as some would say.
All right.
The voice of reason is spoken.
Wait.
Oh man.
Now, back further to the idea, what we were to expand upon. Do you think that this mode should be something that's marketed as something bigger than just something people can drop in and drop out of?
You know what I think, right before Kyle speaks? I think this would be one of those fun game modes to add an event base. Kyle, you know what I'm talking about? Like MLB The Show and how 2K does with like the Ruffles and the Sprite Chamathon and stuff like that. How they make certain things unlockable by putting them behind events.
Yeah. And real quick, actually, can I say, like, I know we said this in the last video, the whole teammate grade thing that NBA 2K does.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that would be so easy to implement in a football game because they could literally just copy and paste that from almost NBA 2K.
It's in Road to the Show too.
Yeah, I mean, so how it works in NBA 2K is like if you're playing defense and you don't guard your guy, guess what? Your grade gets taken down because you're not guarding your guy like you're supposed to. You're letting the team down, So I think the teammate grade is a wonderful idea, and I'm glad you brought that up last time because it got us, sparked our interest in that category.
You know what? That's still
for the record, this is something I wouldn't want to see implemented in the first iteration of this game.
No,
this is something that I would want to see in the 3rd or possibly 4th iteration of the game.
I'm gonna do this because we had a huge group of people in the comments section down below in the last one we did about the 2K player grade, and I would love to know how you guys would want to do it. Like, example, if you had to be that guy, that right tackle, that center, that had to sit there and block those big boys all game, how would you want to be rewarded? What would you want? Like, what would be your carrot on the stick, if you will?
Are we getting ready to get muddy?
I don't think so, but I brought up the idea before. You didn't want no dances and no cool stuff, but I really do believe I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was the number 1 blocker and my fat 350-pound man could do the worm, I would die every time I saw the worm. Are you kidding me?
What would you be doing the worm for?
Because I'm the best lineman. No, at the end of the game, if your team won and you were the best lineman, you would do the worm.
I guess that's cool. We're getting into the gritty territory.
Hey, why not the gritty? Why not?
Hey, everybody likes to see a 300-pound man attempt a gritty.
Hey, what about the little Uzi Vert, that little twitchy? Hey, Eric Kelsey did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that. Yeah, I could see that.
But I think what Quasi's trying to say is that it has to be fun and it has to be rewarding in some sense. Like, nobody's gonna want to play it. We get that, but something. It's like the bad jobs in the world. Like, somebody has to do it.
Yeah, so I have to be rewarded like a lot.
Here's two positions I can give it to you. 2K is in center. Like, nobody wants to be the center most of the time, because that's like you got to block and rebound. You don't really get to score that much unless you're a stretch five. And then in baseball, it's the catcher.
True.
Like, I mean, they're not glorious positions. It's just that you're a nitty gritty player.
And with this, I will say, I think this is something they need to look at what other games are doing, what other games have done, and develop this over time. And I think they could honestly like have something. They could almost like catch lightning in a bottle for something that would like really take them over the top.
Come on, Jay. You mean
it's like
okay, my bad.
Nobody else is offering that. You know what I mean? Like if somebody had 11v11 and you had people on the level of what 2K does, and there's like what I was saying before, the draft, and you're on a team and it's a created team
Esports.
and these people are getting paid, and it's an actual, because it could be an actual esport at that point.
It's a whole team. You're a whole team.
Yes.
So why not?
Yeah, it's definitely an esport. And with what they're doing with going with physics and everything else, you're taking a lot of those stupid Madden variables. Madden can never be an esport. Like I ain't gonna lie, I lose my crap whenever I used to watch the Madden Bowl and watch people cheese their way to 25 grand.
Sweaty. Sweaty.
Yeah, it's like, wow, that's it.
But I got one question.
Can think of cleaner ways to make 25,000.
I mean, I'm ending with this, Jay. Since you're the anti-dancer and don't really like to see it, you mean to tell me if we won, had 11v11 squad, you wouldn't pay to see us do the Super Bowl shuffle?
Oh no, I'm just, I'm just one opinion. I know there's plenty of people out there that would love that idea. There's plenty of opinions out there. I'm a straight football guy. I don't need all the pretty. I'm the kind of like score touchdown and hand the ball to the ref guy. Now in the boxing ring, it's a different story.
Here we go. Let's not go there. That's for a different video. We're not gonna go there.
I didn't even think about that though. Like, have the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, in there
playoffs and the championship games and man, shoot,
bro,
that would just be pretty wild.
Here's the thing, and this is getting ridiculous, but you could even have like a little series that follows a team around, like Hard Knocks.
Yeah, it's not even just that, Jay. We're forgetting
gamers are some of the most volatile people, and I can just only imagine some of the arguments that would go back and forth between teammates.
We're forgetting 3 key positions that they don't even have that wouldn't even be on the field. You brought this up. We could have coordinators and head coaches.
Yeah.
If it got to the point you could have GMs, then you literally could trade a person for a person.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Now you'd have to have some people double as a kicker because, like, that's like, hey, we got a kicker on our team, and you just kind of like your team scores all the time. And you're just kind of occupying space.
Hey man, I'm gonna call Salty. Pat McAfee, the GOAT. He's a dog.
But if any of you guys out there got any other ideas, and once again, let me reiterate this because I saw this in the comments below before in the last video where we talked about 11v11 and people were losing their minds. This is something we're talking about for like 2 iterations or
way down the line,
down the road, not like right off the rip, like, hey, here we are, here's 11v11. No, something they can take their time with and implement over time.
Marinate on it.
And obviously we want to see other modes, we want to see the other modes get nailed down first before we see a really good 11v11. Like, at the end of the day, I think we can all agree on like Dynasty and Franchise and a couple of the other game modes that they plan on having. They're going to be more popular than 11v11.
Online CFM, maybe.
If it gets to the point where it's esports level, then we could talk. But at first, I think we're all gonna have more fun with the Dynasty and stuff.
Yes, we want a solid game.
Yeah,
first and foremost, we want a solid football game that actually is a true simulation of what you see on Sundays, Saturdays, and Fridays,
and Mondays.
Yeah, Monday night.
And listen, at the end rate on this, please just give me the good game, the sim smoothness of a football game, not the bells and whistles. Bells and whistles are cool, but if you got no soul, what's the point?
Yeah, it's true. I think we're going to get that. And for everybody out there, when's the first day of spring? Isn't it like March 21st?
Somewhere in that, somewhere. It's just definitely not April the 1st. It's the end of March.
Why would you even say April the 1st? But spring is right around the corner, everybody. All those on the PC are going to have a chance to get their hands on this game, and we're going to get a chance to actually kind of guide the development of this game.
Yes, sir.
Put our input. So I don't know if we got any more to talk about on this issue.
I'm good.
I believe that is it. So, if you guys like what you saw, please hit the like and the subscribe button, and stay tuned to SGN Hub for more maximum football news.
Hit it.
Peace.
Peace.